This is my audience. Hello, class. My name is Martin Chacon. My speech topic is why the 4-day work week is better in a business sense and not just a benefit for the employees. Think deeply about how it feels on a Sunday night when the sun goes down and that heavy, familiar pit forms in your stomach. You realize that your weekend just completely vanished in a blur of chores and to try to catch up on sleep. And yet you are still completely, utterly exhausted, and you wake up Monday morning already counting down the days until next Friday. You're trapped in a continuous loop of fatigue that never resets, day in, day out. The reality of this is that we are strictly sticking to a routine that is more than 50 years old that got initiated in the early to mid 1940s. We're still sticking to this old method. I, me, and I'm sure more would agree with me that this method needs to get phased out. This framework just doesn't make sense for how we live. In today's modern um, environment and in our current world, we have updated technology and communication that is outdated. Forcing people to work the 5-day work week causes massive systematic burnout across many industries. The widespread chronic exhaustion causes companies to lose their workers, which causes high turnover rates and bleeds a massive amount of corporate money every single year. Shifting to a compressed 32-hour work week does not mean doing less work. Rather, it means cutting out the daily time wasters. Real-world trials and global data beyond this proves that the shorter work week gives companies better results. And also it provides the companies with healthier and happier employees that are more engaged in their work. From this standpoint, it's definitely more of an advantage for the company and the employer. Let's start by looking closely at the damage caused by the current layout that we have in place for the 5-day work week. Just because an employee is physically sitting in an office chair or logged into a software portal for 40 hours does not mean that they are actually being productive and working in these settings. When people are totally drained, their creative faculties, their creative thinking dwindles. Their innovation also goes down as they are working these longer work weeks. It creates an environment where these employees just show up without thinking. This leads to the employee finally quitting, which also costs them and companies more money to try to replace these employees. Since the current layout isn't working for anybody, we need to talk about a better solution. It's the problem of trying to create the 100-80-100 plan. It would change the 40-hour work week to the 32-hour work week while also maintaining the pay of the work week. Harvard Harvard Business Review and MIT Sloan explain that this is getting 100% of the pay for 80% of the time. It focuses heavily on actual results, it delivers. It forces bosses and the teams to value the working hours a lot more. To make this work in 4 days, we have to clean up the fluff in our daily routine, actively stopping random interruptions, constant instant message pings, and other distractions let people enter a deep flow state where they can focus deeply and get things done slightly faster. Giving people a 3-day weekend changes how they show up on a Monday morning. A longer weekend gives the human brain actual uninterrupted time to completely shut out, process stress, and fully reset. It allows people to handle mundane life errands like grocery shopping, deep cleaning, doctor appointments, an extra day off instead of squeezing everything into the condensed weekend. The real world proof that shorter work weeks help the bottom line. These workers it lets them rest their hands for healthier bodies, along with a better daily focus. Boston College research by Dr. Juliet Shore shows the 4-day trials caused huge improvements in its employees' health and sleep. The number of workers dealing with bad sleep dropped from over 42% to just 14% during the study. These shorter schedules actually keep company revenues stable or even boosting them. Teams get projects done quicker because they aren't just dragging their feet from exhaustion, and keeping the physical offices closed for an extra day slashes utility bills for these companies that that have the 5-day work week. Offering a 4-day work week makes your company an awesome place to work. The schedule works for most employees, and it's something they would prefer. You don't have to spend a fortune on the job ads because people are lining up to apply. Good workers stick around longer and keep your team strong and experienced, which is also less turnover. The actual facts above prove that working fewer hours is just a better way to run a business. The main points of the traditional 5-day work week: burning people out, dropping focus, company saves the company money as well as making more money while trying to also save money. The second point, shifting the 32-hour work week from the 4-hour work week and still keeping the pay is possible. And along with the global data provided by the given research listed, shows that it the employees have a happier life. It's time to stop judging how good an employee is by how long they sit at a desk and start looking at what they actually get done. A 4-day work week isn't some lazy handout. It's a smart data supported business that saves money, protects the team, boosts profits, and let's try to phase out the 40-hour grind into the happier future. Thank you. This is my audience. Goodbye and thank you.